Hi, everybody. My name is Jaden.
I'm Eli.
I'm Jason.
I'm Caden.
And we got the YHWH Torah YouTube channel. And we are a little slow today.
Yeah, we're a little slow. We're trying to get this off. Nicole's over there. She shook her head at me. She said no.
She's like, pet dogs, because if I don't keep petting dogs, they're going to erupt.
But you're talking now.
But they can't hear me very well.
They can't hear you very now? Okay, well, all right. Thank you guys very, very much for joining us. We appreciate it. And our dogs are just about to break out. I think we're probably going to have to restart this over. We shall see what we need to do. Hopefully you guys are good. Welcome our little family. We thank you guys very, very much. We love you all and hope you have a wonderful day. And we are going to be doing the Wisdom of Solomon. Today is month 9 on our Creator's calendar. It is a Wednesday for those of you who are working on the old Babylonian schedule. It is the 27th day on our Creator's calendar, and it is the 21st day of December. And, okay, let's see who can get it. Nobody's actually guessed this. I don't think you guys are going to guess it because it went up more than I thought it was going to go up. Who wants to take a stab? I need your numbers quickly, gentlemen.
Yesterday?
348, I think.
348, I think yesterday was at. So.
All right, I'm going to say 365.
Okay, next.
371.
371. Who else?
402.
402. Okay, here we go. Right here. Sorry, Jade. It looks like we have 367 of the restored names itself. And then we have the actual Hallowed Scriptures is 28. So that's 14, 15, 6, 7, 8, 378. Or that 370, 14, 15, 375 is what I think that is. That's my quick math on that. 375 Scriptures. That's really, really good.
More than 375.
Is it more than 3? Yeah, it is more than 375. Yeah, my math sucks. Okay.
395.
Is it 395?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so 7, 14, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. 395, wow. But that's not it, because we do have another site. And I haven't really mentioned the site much, but it is out there giving free Bibles away as well. And I don't know if we can protect this one and keep this one, but it also has another 27 it has done this month as well. And the letter of Jeremiah has 16 on that site as well. So second place is the Book of Enoch, and Jasher's now in a solid 3rd place. And yeah, there's a lot of downloads here, so things are looking up, I suppose, when this goes. Now, one thing I want to pop up from yesterday is this. We, I guess I won't say we stumbled, but we didn't know, and we needed our wise old owl time. So we're about to go to wise old owl time. Okay, so this is where we had some issues here, and this is the Wisdom of Solomon. This is the first chapter, and the first chapter says this, and these dogs are just, sometimes they just are rough. Okay, so this is right here where it says, "For wisdom is a loving spirit, but a blasphemer shall not go unpunished for his words. For Elohim is witness of his kidneys, and a true watcher of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue." Okay, we thought that was a bad translation. We didn't think that translation was right, so we're going to have to do a drum roll for our wise old owl, Brother Glenn, and let's see what Brother Glenn has to say. Shalom, fam. Brother Jason, the word kidney in verse 6 is actually a good translation. The kidneys, always used in the plural, keliot, are mentioned more than 30 times in the Bible. In the Pentateuch, the kidneys are cited 11 times in the detailed instructions given for the sacrificial offering of animals at the altar, whereas those instructions were for purification ceremonies at the temple. Sacrificial offerings were subsequently in seeking divine intervention for the relief of medical problems. Okay, what does he say with that? So sacrificial offerings were more made subsequently in seeking divine intervention for the relief of medical problems. Okay, how is that?
Somehow kidneys make you feel better?
Well, your kidneys, I mean, if your kidneys don't function, you get really super sick.
Right.
Okay, let's continue on. In the books of the Bible that follow the Pentateuch, how do you say that? Pentateuch. It's Pentateuch. Yeah, I don't know how to say that. Everybody uses that word. I should know that word. Mostly in Jeremiah and Psalms, the human kidneys are cited figuratively as the site of temperament, emotions, prudence, vigor, and wisdom. In 5 instances, they are mentioned as the organs examined by God to judge an individual. They are cited either before or after, but always in conjunction with the heart as mirrors of the psyche of the person examined. There is also a reference to the kidneys as a site of divine punishment for misdemeanors committed or perceived, particularly in the book of Job, whose suffering and ailments are legendary. In the first vernacular versions of the Bible in English, the translators elected to use the term reins instead of kidneys, in differentiating the metaphoric uses of human kidneys from that of their mention in anatomic organs of sacrificial animals burned at the altar. This initial effort at linguistic purity or gentility has progressed further in recent versions of the Bible, in which the reins are now replaced by the soul or the mind. The erosion may have begun in the centuries that followed the writing of the Bible, when recognition of the kidneys as an excretory organs deprived them of their ancient aura of mysterious organs hidden deep in the body, but accessible to the look of Yah. Okay. Thoughts, anyone?
I don't know how you find all these things, but it's amazing to know these things.
Yeah, Brother Glenn, we thank you, dear brother, for this. We would not have known this, and we just thought it was a bad translation, because I guess we have to go back to the bad translations of Dr. Stephen Pidgeon. So the Hallelujah Scripture Grifters got it right. Dr. Stephen Pidgeon, fail again and again and again. It sucks being a Kabbalah guy like Dr. Stephen Pidgeon and bringing all of that Talmudic stuff into his teachings. Okay, so we are here at verse 2. Everyone ready? Chapter 2. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Everyone good?
Yep. Yeah.
Guys all good?
I think so.
No issues?
No.
Eli, how's your hand?
Still hurts.
Hurts? Nothing better?
A little bit, maybe.
Maybe? Kind of, sort of. All right. Seems like it will never, ever heal. It's been a while, and these dadgum dogs are just wild. They're going to go crazy. So I'm going to hold real quick, because these guys are psychopaths. So hang tight. All right. That is that. Okay. Chapter 2. For the wicked reasoning with themselves, but not rightly said, our life is short and tedious, and the death of a man there is no healing. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are all born by chance, and after this we shall be as though we have never been. For the breath of our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall wonder our works. And our life shall pass away as the traces of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the rays of the sun and overcome by its heat. Okay, right out of the gate, what do we got?
So I feel like, to me, these guys are they're like the foolish people. They're like saying their lives mean nothing because no one will remember them in time.
Not even that. I've heard this over and over and over in my life, that I don't know where people go that they determine at a certain level that there is no creator, that this is all random happenstance, that when we die, we're just dead. What you have in this life is all you have. And the soul doesn't matter. It's all just, somehow there's a ginormous bang in the world, and everything was created from nothing, and there was no divine inspiration, there was no wonderful plan. But when you look at creation, you look at everything in creation, there is a plan, there is a design, everything is perfectly made, there's nothing, evolution doesn't exist, that never happened, that was a bunch of Freemasons, a bunch of Satanists that spun that to the entire world, and everybody's been hoaxed. So he's talking about these people that are like, well, this is the best life we'll ever have now, and when you come up with this kind of an attitude, you will become normally evil, because you will do whatever you want to do in this world because this is all you think that you have. You will do whatever's good in your own eyes because when your eyes close for the final time, that's all you'll ever see, right? So nobody cares about the world to come. And the problem with all of this is that if you are Torah-less, that means that you do not care about what Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy say. Inherently, by default, you are evil. And people will say, Jason, we are not evil. Nobody's evil that isn't. If you do not know the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator, you are evil, because you will fall into evil, and you do not know how to protect yourself from evil because you don't know what the laws of our Creator say. So you'll get into trouble. Verse 5. For our time is but a shadow that passes away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is sealed up again so that no man comes again. Come, therefore, let us enjoy the good that is found, and let us hasten to use the creation as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they wither. Let none of us go without his part of our luxuries. Let us leave signs of our joy in every place, for this is our portion, and this is our lot. Okay,
So it's like your best life now.
it is their best. Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. It's we're not going to make it. This is the end. When we die, there's nothing left. There's no creator. Let's just party up and have the best life we
Yeah,
can possibly have.
they do not believe in a creator. They do not believe in the adversary of the creator, Hasatan. They do not believe in heaven or hell. They believe that random, we just popped here somehow, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, they want their best lives now. Let's continue on. What do these people kind of think? Well, let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor regard the old gray hairs of the aged. Let our strength be the law of righteousness, for that which is feeble is found to be worthless. Okay, so he goes into something, so...
Being evil now.
Well, yeah, so he goes into something I think a little bit better, because the people that have their best life now, they don't care about the poor, they don't care about the righteous, they don't care about the widow, they don't care about the old or anything of the sort. So then in verse 11, he says something a little different here. He says, let our strength be the law of righteousness, for that which is feeble is found to be worthless. Okay, what is he saying by this?
Basically, their strength, they decide what goes. They're basically the strong people decide what the rules are.
Yeah, and I don't think they're saying that the laws of Yah, right?
No, they're not saying that at all. They're saying that they're the strongest ones. That everyone else is feeble. They decide what goes. They decide what the rules are. They decide what is wrong and right.
Right, and when they say the law of justice, right? So the Hallelujah Scriptures, it says the law of righteousness, but the law of justice is really probably more where it is, because the law of righteousness would be the Torah, right? If you had a law of righteousness in anything, that would be the Torah. But if you're looking for justice, I don't know so much as you're going to find that right now, because we don't have a righteous judge. But these people, the rich people love the criminal. They love the courts, right? They can take anybody they want. They can sue anybody. They can get what they want. If they don't like you, they will take you to court, and they will destroy your life. Okay, 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, for he is not for our way, and he is clearly opposed to our actions, right? So these guys are, they start getting a separate mind, right? Instead of not being, they just take a turn to become evil, right? So they want to attack those who are righteous, because then they clearly say, for he is not for our way, and their way is lawlessness, right? It is evil. And he reproaches us with our guilt of the law, and to our shame accuses of the sins against our teaching. What teaching?
Did Hallelujah Scripture say the law?
It says the law, and it has a capital L for law.
Someone says
He reproaches. What did you guys
he
say?
upbraids with our offending the Torah.
Where's it at right there?
12, right?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, under 12, yeah.
All right, so here, what does the Sefer say in that? Sefer says this: therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is cling contrary to our doings. He upbraids us with our offending the Torah, and objects to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. All right, so how does the Hallelujah Scriptures have that? Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, for he is not for our way, and he is clearly opposed to our actions. He reproaches us with the guilt of the law, right? Okay, that makes sense. And to our shame, accuses of the sins against our teaching, right? Because their teaching is not with the Torah, right? Their teaching is against Yah. And so, yeah, everybody in Torah would do that. Hold on a second. Hannah, get over here. Sorry. And here, go get the monster. Okay, he professes to have the knowledge of Elohim and calls himself the child of Yahuwah. He has become a reproof to our thoughts. Okay, that's funny, because I have people that say, "Oh, Jason, he thinks he's a child of God." Ha 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 ha. Right? And they laugh at that, because they to be a child of God, to be a child of the Most High, Yahuwah, Eli, what are the requirements for such?
Yeah, keep the Torah.
They keep the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator, right? The Torah, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, and not to add or take away from it.
We're not doing it to try to be better than anyone. We're not trying to do it for anyone but ourselves.
Yeah, and it's for our own souls, right? We're looking at ourselves in a mirror, And we have to see the reflection that it is, and we don't want to be that evil person. And, James talks about looking at it in a mirror and looking at yourself and trying to figure this out. And so none of us call ourselves better than anyone else. But I would say if you're eating pork and you're doing Sunday worship and you're doing all that other stuff, at least we got it more right than the rest of them, I think. But I don't know. Well, I mean, according to the scriptures, we do. Okay, here we go. He is a burden to us to even look at, for his life is not like that of other men. His ways are a different way. We are regarded by him as false. He abstains from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the righteous to be Baruch, and makes his boast that Elohim is his father. So those are all good things, right? Mm-hmm. And Eli, you just did that to me again, bro. And now we're burned. Now we got this highlighted. Okay, remember, we're back to this one. Okay, I know. And makes his boast to Elohim as his father. Wouldn't you want to boast to Elohim as your father?
Yeah. Not the wicked.
Not the wicked, for sure. Let us see if his words are true, and let us prove what shall befall him in the end. For if the righteous man is the son of Elohim, he shall help him, and deliver him from the hands of his enemies. Okay.
That's exactly what the Pharisees said when Yahushua was on the cross.
Was that 18? Yeah, it was 18, so I'm 19. Sorry, guys. I'm just going all over the place.
That's exactly what they said to Yahushua. Let's see if he said he was the son. Let's see if Yah will come down and save him.
Yeah, let's see if he can save himself, right? And so this is crazy. And so this is, a lot of times people, I guess a lot of us out there don't realize that we are in danger because we are the children of the Most High. Hasatan hates us. And he wants to hurt us, and he wants to do everything possible to afflict us. I don't think Hasatan is afflicting the Christians. I don't think he's afflicting the Catholics. I don't think he's afflicting it like he's afflicting the Torah keepers. Why would he? Right? No, his objective is to get people away from our Creator, and the way to our Creator is by reading the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator, and starting off with the faith of Messiah Yahushua. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. It's not a set and forget. You can't raise your hand at 8 years old. But what it says right here is how the world looks, right? If they see you, that you are a child of the Most High, they will go, well, let's see if his God can fix him. Let's just go annihilate this guy, okay? So continue on, 19. Let us try him with mocking and torture, so that we may know his humility and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. For by his words he shall be favored. Such as these they devised and were deceived. For their own wickedness has blinded them. As for the secrets of Elohim, they did not know them. Neither did they expect the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless lives. For Elohim created man to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own immortality. Nevertheless, death came into the world through envy of the devil, and those who hold to his side find it. Okay, what does he hold to the side that find it?
He holds salvation.
Death. Nevertheless, death came into the world through envy of the devil, and those who hold to his side find it. Those who hold to the side of the devil find death.
Right, because we were supposed to live forever in the garden. We were not supposed to die, but because we ate the apple and we got kicked out of the garden, and something changed that we can only live a certain amount of time.
We should blame the woman.
That's where everything went wrong.
Yeah, no, you can't actually blame the woman when the man had every opportunity to not do what he did.
They should have both just pointed fingers at the snake been done with that. They should team this one up like it was the snake.
Well, they did team it up at the end. But
at the very end, after he already got her cursed, he's like, it was the woman.
It's too late. After they ate that apple, it's game over. It doesn't matter if the snake did it or not.
So here's the problem. I think it might be a little more Adam's fault, because Adam was directly commanded. I don't know if Eve was actually directly commanded not to eat the apple.
I think they were both directly commanded, and they both had a shot at this, because the curse of the woman was that afterwards, that not only did she bear in pain and have monthly cycles and all the crazy horrible stuff of women, but that women would essentially not bow down to their man, but that they would desire their man. And that essentially means that the leadership went from the man, from basically it was a dual purpose, right? Right out of the beginning, from the beginning, it was like a 50-50 thing. The man was not reigning over the woman. However that happened, because and I don't know if that's the right course of action, because the man broke the commands as well. But I don't know why the man, I guess it's because the woman did it first, that now she kind of like bows down to him or desires the man. And I'm not saying bow down like this. I don't want people to get it the wrong way. But essentially that's what it is. The right relationship is that a woman falls under her man and the children fall under the woman, and they all fall under the Messiah, and they all fall under Yah. And so that is the correct way to do it. All right, so that is it, everybody. That is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And hopefully you guys got something out of this. Thank you guys very, very much. Our little family out there, we love you guys very, very much. And we hope that you guys are doing well. Nicole is doing awesome on the scanning of the scriptures. She's on this 2 days, and she is into what book? Isaiah. How many pages?
400.
400. She's almost halfway through the Spanish scriptures. And so hopefully we will have this before the end of the week. We will have the Spanish scriptures, and I'm thinking probably earlier than that, but we will have this out. And obviously we don't celebrate Hanukkah. We don't celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate anything, but hopefully we'll have it out right in the nick of time so that everybody out there that is celebrating can kind of give a Spanish scriptures away. And I hope we can get 200 or 300 scriptures out right out of the gate of Spanish, because that will start flooding that around, and everybody will start sharing that PDF as well. And it'll be awesome. So thank you guys very, very much. Love you guys, and we are out.
All right, shalom.